help center for you. So Emily, what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through this document that contains some of the basic setup information for the Contact Us form, for the Realtor registration form, for the warranty form, and then for what we call the non-registered traffic. That's the event traffic form.
Okay.
And then you have the guest registration form. And the last two are pretty easy. But so let me start with the contact form. Okay. So do you work with a third party web development company, or is that internal for Verity Homes?
We do. We work with a third party.
Okay. So you're going to give them this code right here to be added to their website. Okay. Now, they will, what the web developers will start asking a whole bunch of questions, right? Because they're web developers. And they'll say, well, is this responsive? Because they want it to be visible on a mobile device and all those kind of things. And the answer to that question is yes. Okay. So down below in this document, okay, it talks about that. Somewhere. It's in here, and it talks about the fact that it's a responsive. Let's get rid of this because that's somebody else's. What you can tell them is, yes, it's responsive, and they need to set the width to 100% right here to be responsive. Okay. And do you know what I mean by responsive? Responsive means if it's on a web page, it's real wide, but then if you look at it on a mobile phone, the fields line up and it's lined up vertically and you can see it on a mobile phone. That works in our designs. Okay. In the system, I'm going to log in as you, okay, real quickly. After they've added that code, and I only have Art's login, so I'm going to log in as Art. But once the form is on your website, you'll go to Setup, Manage Online Contact Form Processing Rules, and then you can see here you have your 5 forms listed. I don't know why. Okay. So if you select Contact Form and you say New Rule, you're going to type in, this is the rule, and you only have one rule for this contact form. This is the rule for the Contact Us form. And some forms have different rules depending on which community they select and things like that. Okay? But in this case, you only have one rule. And then you set, okay, what status do I want to call that, set to that lead? Who do I want it to be assigned to? So I'm going to assign it to you real quick, Emily. What community? You don't know at this point. Which follow-up plan do I want? Oh, look at you. This is awesome. So you want that plan probably, right?
Yep.
What's the priority? You don't know. And this is just an example right now. What is the source? This is the source of the lead. So it's my,
there should be a web lead in there.
Yeah, you're smart. This is good. Let's type in, there you go, web lead. Very good. What type of lead is it? Maybe to be determined, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can
We're
change.
not quite sure on that. We might have to add one. So.
Okay, that's fine. You can add them. And then who gets the email alerts? Let's say you get the email alert and Art gets an email, just hypothetically, right? Okay. So the rule ID is going to be contact us. And that's how you identify the rule when it comes in. Okay. So in other words, you may have different kinds of rules, like if they request a brochure, I want a different follow-up plan. Or if they just say, please call me, I'm pre-qualified, you may want a different follow-up plan. That's how we tie those requests to the different parameters here, is based on this rule ID, if that makes any sense. Okay. So the contact us form is ready to go. Okay. I just added the rule. And now what I have done is I've put that code here, right here, this code on a test page in our test system. Okay.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that, and I'll show you what it looks like. And we kind of faked it out here, but it looks kind of neat. It's on our test system, so it's got to warm up.
Okay.
Okay. So we set up this test page with that image you have on your website. Okay. And you can see how the form is dropped down in the middle of that. Usually your image is spread out wider. It's just cascaded here, but you get the idea, I'm sure. And we made it look just like you have on your website. And by the way, this was a heck of a challenge. So, to have this button clear and have these fields clear so that the picture behind it shows through was a challenge, but obviously we figured it out. And if I hit send without filling in the fields, it tells me, I have to fill in these fields. Now I'm going to go ahead and submit a test, and I'm going to put my first name in, my email in, and I'm going to hit, let me put my work number in. And if I hit send, it's going to say, no, you have to put in a first name and last name. So in other words, it figured out that I only put a first name in. And then if I put my last name in, okay.
Perfect.
Let's just say on my lot, and I hit send. Okay, you see, you got a thank. It went in, and you got a thank you message that popped up.
Perfect.
Okay, and you saw how fast and clean that was. Now, you should get an alert in the system. I think we put you on there. We put you on there, didn't we?
Yeah, but you logged in as, yeah. So I would have to be logged in to see that, though, right?
Well, the alert will come in an email. You'll get an email alert, and let's see what that follow-up plan looks like.
Look, I got one.
Did you?
Yep.
Yay! Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that works pretty smooth.
Yeah, now there should be a link on the bottom of that email, and if you click on that link, it'll take you into that lead.
Oh, perfect.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, that's really efficient.
Okay. I'm happy that you're happy. Because we worked, honestly, we worked all weekend, night and day on these forms for you. And I apologize for the delay, but we have been going crazy since we've been out of town so long. But we're back. Okay, so if I go in here and I log into the dashboard real quick, and I should be able to see that lead. Oh, it's sorted by priority, and I remember we put unknown in there. So there it is. There's the lead, and you can see that it says location to build on my lot. This is a test, and then how we set the lead type, we set the lead source. And you can see how the contact method set it to website contact form. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. it captured my phone number, it captured my email, and then it should have the follow-up plan right in there too. So
Perfect.
there you go. So
Awesome.
that's how that one works. Now, if I go back to this test, I'm going to do the same thing for you for the the realtor and the warranty. So the realtor and the warranty works pretty much the same way. However, what the realtor form will do, and I put this in the notes here, Emily.
Okay.
Sorry, right here. That what will happen is you'll create a lead for that request, but you'll also create an agent record for that request as well.
Okay.
So if I put that up, you see, here's what it looks like. And if I enter the broker name, address, and all the fields you told me that are required, including the client name, what's going to happen in the system is it'll add the client name here. It'll add the lead type, the contact method, the source, and everything the way you specified it in the setup rules. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
bear with me 1 second. So we'll set up the same setup rules. Oopsie, sorry, I did this wrong. For the realtor registration form, okay, just like we did for the contact form.
Right.
And then the agent will be created and added right here on the lead. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
And that's really cool. So we'll capture you wanted to have the broker, so it'll put the broker name on there, their phone number, their email, first name, last name, everything that you asked for on the form will be added to the agent record here. And
Wonderful. And will that recreate an agent? Like if we have a repeat agent putting people in, will it create a new one of them every time, or will it just use the same agent?
It currently creates a new one, but do you want me to look into trying to match it up and not duplicating the agent? Is that what you want me to do?
I think that would be best, but how hard is that, I guess?
Well, I feel bad that it took so long to do this, so let me just sort it out for you, okay? And I'll provide an update with that for you. I'll do it today, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. And there's a way to identify contacts in the system, whether they're an agent or a prospect. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to use that method to identify the agent, and it identifies them based on their email address, okay? And then if we find the agent in the system, we'll just attach the agent. And you can see here, you have the ability to select an existing agent or create a new agent. We'll just attach it to this lead as the existing agent. Okay?
Perfect. That would be great.
And we won't duplicate the agent record for you then.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Okay, so now the warranty request one is slightly different. Okay. So the way we do the warranty request, and it looks different too, by the way.
Okay.
So my test page needs to change a little bit. Let me show that to you. Okay. So my test page with the warranty request form on it is going to look like, well, it looks like what's on your website. So you'll see it in a second. It matches your website. Okay, so this is what it looks like on your website. And we default the current date. They put in their name, all this information. You wanted us to require their name, their address, their city. We require at least one warranty request. I mean, they can't fill this out and not put anything in there, right?
Uh-huh.
their email, their phone, and comments and notes. Okay?
Perfect.
And then when they submit it, okay, what's going to happen, and this is on that email I sent you, is it does not create a lead because that would be silly.
Yeah.
It creates a task, and that task is assigned to the person that you identify in the rules. So when you go to the online contact form and you fill out warranty request and you put the person it's assigned to, who's your warranty person?
Right now it'll just be to me.
Okay. Lucky you.
We haven't added we haven't added her to the system
Okay,
yet, so
but
right
you
now.
see, yeah, request rule. And now when I complete this, and honestly, the status doesn't really mean anything because it's not going to create a status. But you do want you have a warranty request follow-up plan in here?
We have a warranty one, but it's for like when homeowners go into warranty. We don't have a warranty request one yet.
I would add one. And it could just have one task that sends you an email and says, call this person. Okay. That's all it can be if you want. And assign that follow-up plan to this form. Okay. Priority doesn't matter because you're not creating a lead. This doesn't matter. I'm just picking things just to fill in the blanks. And then you will get the alert.
Okay.
And then
Perfect.
again, the rule ID is warranty.
Awesome.
Man, I wish I would stop coughing. Okay, so that is set up. But you need to add a follow-up plan to it.
Yeah, will do.
And let me change this to rule ID is realtor. Okay. Okay, now I'm sorry. When we did the test, Emily, see this see this task on my screen right here? This is an image of a task that was created in our test. You can see how that task has, new service request for their address, who the person is, and all the information that they fill out right there.
Perfect.
So that is kind of neat that your task has everything you need on it.
Yeah.
And then you can just pick up the phone and call them or email them.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's there, and
that'll be so smooth to have.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. We're real proud of it too, by the way. It's really nice to have these things.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now the next two are really easy. This is kind of neat. This is registering the event traffic. Okay, and this is just a link. And hold on. I gave you the link right here. Okay.
Perfect.
And so you'll access this primarily on a phone, I would think. But it can be anywhere. It can be on your desktop. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And if you can imagine this being on your phone or a tablet, it looks really clean. If you can see that. It fills in the date, but you only ask for like event and location, but we want to have the person filling out the form on here.
Okay. Yeah, good call.
So we've got Emily on here, and then we have, can you give me an example of an event?
Like a parade of homes. Okay,
parade of homes. We're familiar with that. So let's just put parade of homes on there, and let's just say 2017. And we put all your locations in there so you can select them.
Wonderful.
So let's just say it's Bismarck area, and it was a husband and wife, so there's two. Okay. I click non-registered traffic, and it says traffic's recorded. Okay. And now, when I go back to that, just to make it easier on you, let's just start over. It should remember you, the event, and the area.
Oh,
Isn't that
great.
neat? Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So now all you have to do is say, well, it was 3, and then hit non-register, and it records it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it'll be real fast, you know, and that way you don't have to fuss with selecting yourself again, selecting the event again. Now, if you type in a new event, it'll remember that the next time, but it just puts the event that you're working because, you know, you're doing the parade of homes. I mean, who knows? You may get 100 people walking in and you just want to just hit that record non-registered traffic button. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So I think that's awesome. And
yeah.
Let's go in here and take a peek. I'm having fun with this, obviously. So let's go in and have a peek at what this is going to look like in the system. So I'll log in as Art again. Oh goodness. Oh, I have my caps on. You know, I got this new fancy keyboard, and it doesn't have a caps light on it.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah, you think? I'm a software guy, so I'm always using caps. So
right.
it's silly. Okay, so let's go look at the leads, and let's just say status of oh, you know, I forgot how I did this. Let me type in you know what? It may. I tested this and it works. Let's maybe it's because there's no rule in there, is why it didn't capture properly. If you want to, let's just do that real quick.
Okay.
Let me do that for you real quickly. I'm pretty sure that's the problem here. Let's event registration. Put an ID in there. Okay, real quickly, I tested this in our test system, but I want to make sure it's working properly. Well, you don't have anything to follow up on, really, right?
Right. I think we do have an event follow-up plan, but I'll have to check with our sales team on if that's the one they want to hook them to.
Okay, well that's fine. That follow-up plan can go to you, and then oh, here it is. Yeah, there you go. Bingo. And okay, let me save this. Now I'm going to go back to this. Hold on, let me see what do I have here. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm going to register the count as 2. Traffic recorded. Go back into Top Builder. Go to Manage Leads. Ah, there it is. Yay! So you see, in the keyword search, I have non-hyphen, so that found the lead. So it says event for community Bismarck area. This is a non-registered event registration. You know what we should put? We should put walk-in on that, probably.
Yeah.
But here you go.
I can do it.
It's capturing them. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I need to add the count to the notes. Okay. So yeah, so it captured it, and then you know what we might need though, Emily, is we might need a status of non-registered traffic.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's up to you, but we can set that up.
Right. Right. That's
Okay.
a good call.
All right. So it's that's working. That's cool. Um,
Yeah, that is cool. That'll be really convenient for us.
I'm happy that you're happy. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a rule for the um, guest. Oh, wait a minute. That's wrong. Hold on. Let me pause my screen real quickly. Um, Verity, guest registration form. Okay, now this. Okay, yeah, this is wrong. Okay, so I'll share my screen again. So the rule is guest registration for that. Let's go in and set that up real quickly. Um, Guest registration. So guest registration form rule. Status is qualifying, assigned to Emily community. I think they select the community on there, I believe.
Mhm.
Which follow-up plan do you want with this?
Um. Let me see if I can remember.
I think it'd be visit, wouldn't it?
Probably. Yeah. I can verify that with our sales team and go in and change it if I need to.
Okay. Um, I'm going to say on this one, do you have a model visit or on-site visit as the source?
There should be.
Well, you might need to add one and then select it in
Yeah.
the list. So I'm going to put open house for now because that does make sense. And then
Okay.
um, to be determined, it's a prospect, and then you get the alert. And then whoopsie. And then the rule ID is this. Okay. Now this is really cool. So if I go take the URL, and this can go on an iPad or touchscreen monitor, it doesn't matter. You can go anywhere. And this is what it looks. Ooh, we got to get your image sorted out. Oh, I need to copy the image out. That's okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
But it has the same, that Verity image up there. And I'll copy it out. But this is what the form it contains all those fields that you wanted, and there's a lot of them.
Mhm.
But here they are, and I don't. Since you're filling it out, it requires first name and last name and a status. Okay,
Okay.
but that's what you set on your setup form, and then you can pick all
Mhm.
these things, square footage, all the things you ask us to do, is on here. And then
Awesome.
the neat thing about this, let me go ahead and register myself. And let's say I'm a qualified event lead, and I'll type my personal email address in there, and I hit submit. Okay, it says thank you for your completing the registration, and see how that refreshed automatically after 5 seconds. Okay, so unfortunately, you might have to scroll back. You might have to scroll up to see that message because you're all the way down here, and the message
Uh-huh.
up on the top. But I might try to I might try to fix it so it focuses back up on that image. and thank you message. I think I can fix it so it scrolls back to the top. But if you hit that button that says start a new registration, it clears out the form and you get this. If you don't hit that button in 5 seconds, it refreshes the form and creates a new form for you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Which is really cool. So that's it. And now this form, it changes. See, now check this out, Emily. See how you have 2 columns of fields. You have first name, last name, email, home, blah, blah, blah. But if you put this on a real small screen, see how it straightens up and goes vertical?
Yeah, that's nice.
So you can have this on any device.
Awesome. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, I love it. So there you go.
That looks good too. I did have one question for you on that. So if we're going to put this link on our sales members' phones so they can just register while they're at events, is there a way that we could set that up so that it goes to the person who's registering them? Does that make sense? So
Yes.
if Ashley was registering someone versus Rory, it would be assigned to one of them, not just...
Yeah, Emily, the way I would suggest we do that is the same way we did here and put the salesperson on it. So in other words, have them pick who it is, and then it'll remember them the next time they register.
Okay.
That's what I would suggest we do.
Okay. Could we do that then? Because that would probably be our best bet.
Yeah, we'll do that for you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I know you already are tired of looking at this.
That's okay. I felt so bad that we took so long to do this, so we'll knock it out for you. I'll try to have these updates for you today or tomorrow. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording now.